Hey, cousin. How you doing? You said, kid, what you think? You know I'm working hard. I ain't doing all right. Okay, cousin. Relax. Okay, relax. Calm down. Okay, we gonna work through it today. I am your favorite cousin Ken. For those of you who don't know me, I am a spiritual wellness mentor. I am a spiritual guide for many people all over the world. Some of you know me from YouTube. For those of you who don't know me, you gonna get to know me. Because we like it, all right? I'm here to support you on your wellness journey, and I'm here to tell you that you do not have to work hard. So if you are working hard right now and life is stressful for you, it's time to let go, all right? There's some things that you have to let go of in order for you to move forward. I'm just here to tell you this, all right? This is the message for today. So if you feel like life is a struggle for you, if you feel like, you're trying everything and it's just not working, that is how spirit works. And when I say spirit, I'm talking about the source, the creator, the force, the source of everything. Our creator will stop you from doing certain things so that you can shift directions. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Hello. How y'all doing? All right. Today is going to be the last day that you work hard. If you are a hardworking man or woman, today is going to be your last day. Now, this is the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center. Me and you are welcome to stay, but I am talking specifically to the women, especially single mothers, because we have to get ourselves into alignment in order for us to get our assignment and get busy doing what it is that we're supposed to be doing, which is what we were created to do. So if you need clarity about anything going on in your life, download your free guide, okay? It's 3 things you can do today to get clarity about every situation in your life. And that is relationships, career and finances, personal development, anything you're going through. Download your free guide, all right? You have to start somewhere. And for a lot of us, and I'm saying us because we're a collective, okay? We locked in collectively. But I don't live this life anymore. Y'all know, some of you do. I stopped working for 3 years. When I disappeared from YouTube and I took a break and all that type of stuff, I was working on myself. I stopped working hard, which means I stopped working in corporate. I stopped working in my business and stopped doing all the things that I wanted to do in order for me to get aligned with the source. So if you want to know why you are working hard, is because you are doing what you want to do. And there's nothing wrong with it, okay? This is what I'll tell you. It's all good, all right? Because it's levels to growth. It is a process, okay? It's a process. So you will go through a phase of manifestation and getting the things that you want. That is a part of it. And then once you evolve and it's time for you to grow to your next level, then manifestation is not always going to work for you. So you may find that some of the things that you are manifesting may not be the best for you, or you may feel like, dang, I got the thing that I wanted, but this ain't what I thought it would be. Like a lot of people who are manifesting relationships. Some people are manifesting marriages, and then they marry to people that they just don't want to be with. And it's like, okay, but that's the person that you said you wanted, okay? You wanted to do that. But if we allow our creator, the spirit within us, to grow us, then we get what is best for us. It's not always what we want. So if you're working hard, that's okay, all right? If you are manifesting things that you feel like, you don't necessarily want, then it's just time for you to release, okay? It's time for you to recognize who were the big draws. And it's you, but then it's not you, okay? Because you already know on the spiritual path, it's always partial. It's like partially yes and partially no. Yes, you do call the shots and make decisions and all these other type of things. But we have to understand that there is a higher power. There is. And once you start manifesting and you see that you are powerful, then a lot of times it is hard for you to release the control. Excuse me, okay? It's hard for you to release the control because you can do so many things. Thank you for the love. Tap the screen, share it live, like everybody say over here. And copy the link, okay? If you don't know how to share the live, click that arrow down at the bottom and then hit copy link 10 times. That's how you do it. If you don't know how to tap the screen and give some love, then just do like this, okay? Just do like that. Okay, so it's time. All right, it's your time. And if you are exhausted and things are just not working out for you, it's just time for you to change gears. Okay, it's time for you to switch gears, and that is what I'm here to tell you today. And if you don't know what to do, I'm here to tell you what to do to get started. So for all of you who know me from YouTube, you already know I'm going to have many resources for you. I'm not just going to tell you what the problem is, because we're not here just to talk about the problems. I'm here to help you with solutions and moving forward and living a stress-free life, because you don't have to live every day stressed out. All right, that old world and that old way of living is over. It's done. And if we continue to try to live in that energy of working and producing and stressing ourselves out and working to the bone and staying up late hours and not getting sleep and not taking care of ourselves, if we keep trying to live like that, then that is lowering the vibration of the planet, and it's not going to work, because remember, this world has shifted. So we're going into this new earth, and everything is actually moving forward. Even though it may seem like it's going down, it's actually not. It's going up, which means that we have to come up too. Humanity has to come up, and we have to realize that our Creator did not create us just to work hard. All right. We have come here to this planet. We got trapped up in this race of working hard, but that's not the way we were designed to be. All right. We cannot be our best self. And I don't care if it's in your business or on your job or whatever it is that you do, especially women, if you are a single mother, you cannot be your best if you're stressed. You just cannot. You can't. All right. I know a lot of people say, oh, I operate better under stress. You got to work that out. Okay. You got to do some healing work. Okay. Figure out why you got to be under stress all the time. That's an issue. That is an issue. And long term, that's not going to serve you. Thank you for the love. It's not going to serve you well. So you have to learn how to relax. And believe it or not, it is a challenge for us to relax, because Spirit is giving a lot of us the opportunity to relax. So if you lose your job, all right, for example, or if your business is not making sales or whatever it is that's going on in your life, if it's not working out for you, then you really are being granted the opportunity to rest. But you may see it as a bad thing, it's negative, some attack or something going on wrong in your life. But I'm here to tell you, this is how Spirit works. If Spirit is slowing you down, it's to get your attention. It's not to punish you. It's so that you can redirect your focus, because again, you came here to do something specific. Every person that has a purpose, I ain't gonna say like everybody don't have a purpose, okay? But everybody's purpose is different, okay? You have people that came here to be destructive, all right? And then you have people that came here to be constructive, which means that you are here to build up the new earth. If you are working on a job, you're not going to fulfill your purpose and the reason why you were created. So there is a time to work on a job. I worked in corporate for many years. Okay. I was a phlebotomist for over 10 years. I worked in doctor's offices as a physician assistant, and I did all the things. Okay. I was a real estate investor. I did everything. Life insurance agent and okay. List goes on and on. But those things that I did, it prepared me for what I am doing now. I am in my purpose now, but I know how to care for people in a different way because I worked in healthcare for all those years. You see what I'm saying? I know a lot about business because I was in business for many years. So all the things that you're doing is right. It's all going to work together. But there just comes a time when you have to step up to the next level. So if you are, like I said, working in healthcare, say for my example, I was working in healthcare. If I would have stayed on my job longer than I needed to, because remember we have cycles. If I would have stayed there, then I never would have started the YouTube channel. Many of you who know me from YouTube, I would not have known you. I would have not been able to help you. I would not have discovered that I have these gifts. None of this, okay? But I had to move forward and take that risk. I had to take that leap of faith when I had 0 subscribers. Nobody was watching. I didn't even know what I was doing. I knew nothing about YouTube. I was in a totally different field, and I switched over to recording videos full time. And I did not know that it was going to become so big. A lot of you know that, I have the plaque, YouTube plaque and all that. I have been a guide for millions of people for a long time. But I would not have been that person or gotten to that place if I would have stayed on the job. Because I could have stayed there. I did not get fired. No, I didn't get fired, all right? I turned in my 2 weeks notice and I didn't even know where my money was going to come from. I had an income tax saved up, a tax check saved up, and I stopped working and all I had was $5,000. That was it. And I had children and everything, just left my relationship, everything. It was very, very nerve-wracking for me. I was very nervous, but I knew that I needed to do it. In your soul, you know when it's time for you to shift. Because whatever you're doing, even if it's in your business, whatever you're doing, it just doesn't work anymore. So there comes a time when we have to let go. And if you are holding on to whatever your position is or whatever it is that you're doing, then that's the reason why it feels like it's so hard for you. Because the cycle has ended, okay? It's over. But you want to stay where you are because that's all you know. Nothing wrong with it, okay? Because I'm not telling you that you have to do anything. Remember, I'm just a spirit guide. So I'm just here to tell you what it is. You make your own decisions because you have free will. But I'm here to tell you that if you want to live a peaceful life, then you have to start following that guidance from spirit within that is telling you to do something. There is something you've been guided to do. So for me, it was just to start the YouTube channel. Like I said, I didn't know that it was going to become what it became, but I just did it. All right. And I did not start seeing anything happen on my YouTube page. I'm telling you the truth. Until I turned that 2 weeks notice in and I stopped working on that job. I'm not telling you to stop working on your job, but I'm saying you do need a plan. Because if where you are right now is not where you want to be, then you need to start strategizing and planning your escape. What are you going to do? Because there are a lot of people that are losing their jobs, and there will be a lot more people losing their job. And that's not a bad thing. But I'm trying to help you to be ahead of the curve so you will not have to lose your job or something happens in this world and you feel like everything is crumbling down for you. It's not. It's not. There is a shift that is happening. And like I just told you, when spirit steps in and moves, it's because you didn't move. So if you're listening to me, you're getting this information ahead of time before something happens. All right. That's when you normally have a spirit guide to come into your life. All right. You have spirit guides to come into your life. We don't stay in your life. We come into your life when you need guidance, and then we move on. So if you are seeing me, I'm telling you this beforehand. You may already feel like you need to leave. Spirit is already giving you those nudges. You're already getting the messages, but you're like, what do I do? Where do I go? I don't know. Okay. And even if you have a business, you're not off the hook. I don't care how much money you make. This is not about having a job. This is just about what you're doing in the cycles of life. You have to be able to keep up with the flow of spirit. And when we're spiritually disconnected, then that's the reason why we feel lost, because we don't have that guidance. You get one thought, then you get another thought. You get that thought, then you get another thought. And every thought is different. And you're like, what should I do? And then you just don't do anything because you got all these different thoughts going on. The reason why you have all these different thoughts going on is because you're double-minded. You're like, I know I need to leave, but I won't. I know I need to do this, but I don't. And most people live like that anyway, okay? It has nothing to do with work or business or nothing like that. We live like that anyway. And I'm saying we because we're a collective, remember, but I don't do this, all right? Not no more. All right? So we can know small things. You know you need to cut this person off, but you don't. You know you need to maybe drink more water, but you don't. You know you need to eat this food, but you eat that. You know you need to do this, but you do that. When you live a lifestyle like that, it disconnects us from spirit, because spirit is always giving us these messages. And let me also tell you this. Spirit will not always be here to guide us. And this is really making me emotional. Okay? Just listen to what I'm saying. Okay? We know that there are rulers over this planet. Okay? There are forces that are rulers over this planet. And they have control. And they control most people. And that's just the truth. And we all go through a phase of being controlled and manipulated by these forces. That's just the fact, okay? The only way that you are able to stand firm and strong and in your purpose is when you're connected to our Creator. You have to go against what is normal, what is everybody else is doing, what everybody else is doing. You just have to be okay with that. So all of your life, you really have been prepared for this. So all your life, when you felt like nobody wanted to be your friend, nobody fit in with you, you didn't fit in with them, you try to love people, people don't love you, you get rejected everywhere you go, people disrespect you, all that type of stuff that you was dealing with your whole entire life, it's because you did not come here to fit in, but you keep trying. You keep trying to include everybody into this little harmonious place in your life. But I'm here to tell you that is not what you came here to do. You didn't come here to be a part of this world system. I just told you you're a part of the change. So you can't be a part of the system and change it at the same time. I just got to let you know this. All right. And there's a lot of people who are trying to change this world system. We're not here to change that system. That system is supposed to be the way that it is. We are here to bring new, fresh ideas, new, fresh things, new freshness to this planet. Okay? And going along to get along and all that type of stuff, can't we all just get along? You're going to keep getting disappointed. And I don't want you to be disappointed in life. I want you to understand that this is why things happen to you. This is the reason why things have always happened for you the way that it has. And it seems like it's hard or you don't never get a break and all that type of stuff. But I'm telling you, this is how spirit works. It's not all this God is good, God is great. It's not that. Our Creator is the light and the dark. You have to know that. There is no enemy that is trying to destroy you, but there are forces that were created to do certain things. And you have to understand how the dark forces work and how the light forces work in your position. If you don't know that, then that's because you're spiritually disconnected from the source. And like I said, we all start off there, but you don't have to stay there. All right. Join us in spiritual alignment class. You said, thank you. You're welcome. You said, yes, new freshness to the planet. Yes. The old system is not working. It's not supposed to work. It only works for a certain period of time. Those forces have control for a certain period of time. The time is up. And I'm not saying it like it's wrong. Oh, they're going to get what they get. No, this is just the way it's created to be. And as humans, we have to accept it. But we don't want to accept that the negative forces have just as much as a role as the positive forces. We just want everything to be good because a lot of us have been raised religious. I was raised religious too, but we have to recognize that the destruction has to come first before the construction. So when we see things on the news, when you see things happening in the world, if you lose your job, if your family members are losing their job, people are getting sick and all these things are happening, it's because spirit is moving. And I'm telling you, I don't want you to be left behind. And I'm not saying that as, some rapture, physical rapture, Excuse me, because the rapture is not physical. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. It's 110,000% spiritual. There are people right now that do not work on jobs. They don't make money every day, but they still have everything that they need. You want to know why? Because they're on a totally different frequency as those who have to work hard, or than those who have to work hard. And it's not about a job or a business, because I just told you, you can be working in your business, making millions and trillions of dollars, still working hard and still in that frequency. Okay? There are people that are here on this planet, and I'm telling you what I know. Cousin, I had a car, brand new car. I told y'all, brand new car. I didn't even pay a car note for 3 years. About 2 strong years, just about 3 years, I never paid a car note. When I was working on a job, they came and got my car, repossessed my car when I was working on a job. Okay? And I wasn't even behind on my payments, that many payments. But they came and took that car so fast from me. But now that I'm in this frequency and in alignment with spirit, whatever I want, it's mine. It's mine. And it's not because of my ego. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing my job. I'm on my job. It's like if you're on your job and your company says that you are going to get paid this amount, you're going to get these benefits, you're going to have these things, then you're going to have all of those things. So when you're in your purpose, you don't have to work hard for all of these things that everybody else has to go out there and work for. You don't. And we're learning this. Some of us, thank you for the love. Thank you for tapping the screen. Y'all tap the screen. Y'all know what it is. But we are learning this because it's getting harder and harder just to live. Day to day, the thoughts that go through your head, all that you feel, all the emotions, everything just coming at you. And that's because of the way that the world is changing. So it becomes so much. So as a human, you are multidimensional. You have gifts and you have spiritual gifts. You have all of these, different aspects of who you are. But when you're not even connected to that, then everything is just like, it's going crazy. It feels like it's going crazy. But once you get into alignment with spirit, I'm telling you, that will shift and you will get into the flow of letting go. And like I said earlier, it's hard. It is hard to take care of yourself and focus on yourself every day. I'm working with people every day. I'm telling you, even for myself, the hardest thing for me to do was for me to stop working and trust that even if I don't work, my bills are going to get paid. Even if I don't do this, things are still going to happen. That is hard for me. And even now, I still have to write little reminders on my wall that, I am okay. I'm safe. Everything is okay. Because I'm so used to doing everything. But what Spirit told me was take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And we're not doing that. But we think we're living a good life, but we're not taking care of ourselves. So we're really not. And then that lowers the vibration of the planet because you got a bunch of people that are overworked, stressed out, overweight, all these addictions and habits and all these other type of things. But we think that because we go and feed the homeless or do these other type of things, it's like, okay, I'm doing a good thing. I'm helping the planet. But then you go home, your back hurt, you don't do nothing about that. You're tired, you still keep working, And you are a person. So I always say this. You may not hurt nobody else. But what are you doing to yourself? What are you doing to yourself? What are you allowing other people to do to you? Are you allowing people to mistreat you and use you and disrespect you? Are you allowing that? Okay. You said, yes, self-care is so important. It's very important. You said that's real. It's very important. And believe me when I tell you that our Creator just wants us to do that. Learn how to love yourself. Learn how to love yourself. Discover who you are and what you came here to do. That's the best thing you can do for anybody. That's the best thing you can do for your children. That's the best thing you can do for your family. That's the best thing you can do for this planet, humanity, and as a whole, is to do the best thing for you. Because when your energy changes, because remember, this is spiritual. We're not talking about making it up and putting on this and putting the clothes on and all that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about energy. The energy has to change within you. If it doesn't change within you, then all you're doing is just fooling yourself. And I'm not going to let you go out like that because I'm your favorite cousin Ken. I ain't going to let you do it. Okay? You got to do the work. When you hear people saying do the work, doing the work is actually you becoming a different person because your energy changes. So a lot of you see that I look different. I lost 70 pounds. I look totally different from the way I looked in 2019, 2023. I look like a totally different person. And I'm finding that I keep transforming and I look different every time. I'm like, this is amazing. So you mean to tell me that we supposed to change the way we look too? So not only are we supposed to change our frequency and energy, but your look even changes. I'm telling you. You will look in the mirror, like I can look in my mirror from day to day and see a different person. I'm like, girl, same features and everything, but I just see something different. You said you do and your braces are gone. Yes, my braces are gone, cousin. You know, look, you my cousin for real, you locked in. And you remember when I had the braces. That was back in like probably 2018. My hair was shorter. My hair was like short. I was a different person. And I'm here to tell you that change is necessary. But we're not taught that. Because a lot of people benefit from the fact that we don't change and we're okay with staying the same. Okay? When we don't grow, we just slowly dissolve. That's all we do. And every generation does the same thing. But in this generation, I know that we are the generational curse breakers. You hear people say that, but it's not about the money. It's about the energy. It's about the way we change our frequency, which is changing our family and our bloodline. I'm telling you, I have done this work. I have had altars. Y'all know me from reading tarot. I'm in a spiritual realm for real. Okay, I'm telling you for real. There were a lot of open doors in my family and my bloodline that I have closed because of my life. Your one life can change your whole entire bloodline. Your one life. But if you're doing what everybody else is doing, you're not going to do it. You're only going to get so far and then that's it. That's it. You said I needed this word. Yes, cousin, I'm telling you, that's spirit. Listen to the guidance of spirit. It's coming from within. All you're hearing is confirmation from me. If you're a woman, join us in spiritual alignment class. Okay? It's a 4-week commitment to yourself. You have committed yourself to a job for years. You have 4 weeks to commit to yourself. Okay? You do. And you have a community of women that are going to support you. I'm telling you. Because a lot of us don't have it. A lot of us cannot go to our family and tell them what we're going through, the thoughts we had, the dreams we had, and all these things that are going on with us. We cannot go to people and tell them these things. A lot of people are going to be questioning why you move the way that you move. You have support here at the Lighthouse. We are all on a self-healing journey, and you have support. So join us in spiritual alignment class, all right? It's time. It's a shift happening. And it's going to scare a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be scared because they're going to see so much famine and so much going on in the streets and people losing everything and not having their cars and houses and stuff like that. It's happening. It is happening. You said I needed this as well. Yes, cousin. I'm here to support you. You have support. And I want you to be in alignment. So join us in spiritual alignment class, okay? Whatever happens in this world, you're going to be straight as long as you're connected to the source. I'm telling you. This whole thing can go up in smoke. I'm telling you. Our Creator will find a way to get that manna to you, to get you what you want and what you need. I'm telling you, I'm living this life. And you want to be in this frequency before things already start going down so that you don't have to try to, run and see like, oh, I need to get this. You're not going to be able to save yourself. The money's not going to be able to save people. It's not. Everybody's working for money and it's imaginary. It's not even real. It's not even real. And in 2 to 3 years, listen to what I'm saying. We can hold $1 in our hand today, but in 2 to 3 years, you will not be able to hold $1 anymore. It can happen just like that. Y'all see what's happening right now. It can happen just like that. Where the money and the change and all of that, done, obsolete. We don't accept it anymore. You have to use this. You have to use that. That's what's going to happen. That one world currency or the new world order. Listen to what I'm telling you. But don't focus on it. Because if you focus on it, you're going to get paranoid. You're going to be stressed out and all this stuff. Don't even worry about what they're doing. Remember, I just told you they're doing their part. You focus on your role and staying connected to Spirit, because Spirit will talk to you. Our Creator will guide you. But I just told you that Spirit will not always be here with us, guiding us this way. So for us to take advantage of the fact that we always get this guidance, we're always getting the guidance, right? And we know what to do, but we don't do it. That's the reason why, like I said, it's not going to be good for some people. It's just not. And I don't want that for you. I really don't. You said I'm protected and connected. That's the only thing that's going to save you. Excuse me, people out here planting gardens, packing bags and doing all that stuff. I'm not saying don't do that. Do all of that type of stuff. But what I'm telling you is that there is nothing going to be able to save us, especially here in America, because it's bigger than us. Okay? It's bigger than us. And there's going to be a lot of loss. So prepare yourself for that. But also realize that humanity, we have disconnected ourselves from the Creator for so long because of our disobedience, the way we want to live. And like I said, we all start off there. And even for those of us that think we're in alignment, let me tell you how Spirit works. You can think you're in alignment, and you can find out tomorrow that you're doing something that you didn't even know was disconnecting you from source. I'm telling you, it happens to even me. If I start popping my chest up and start talking about how connected I am to the source, Spirit will show me so fast that there's always something that I'm doing that I need to check. Always. Because we all fall short. We're not here to perfect ourselves. Spirit has to be perfected within us. But Spirit's not going to live within us and dwell with us while we're doing the things we know we're being guided to stop doing. And some of you is connected to family members that's doing certain things. You want to stay connected to them. Okay. Okay. You can stay connected to them. But I'm telling you now, our Creator is not going to be connected to that. You can try to save your family. But let me tell you something. There are people in your family that don't want to be saved. Do you know that? And this is something also that we learned. Okay, this is a learned behavior. Because we feel like if we have it to give, even to our friends or family, whoever, that we should give it to them. And you give it to them, and then it depletes you, and you're exhausted because you're giving to people who don't want to be saved. All right? They want to live the life that they're living. But you believe that it's wrong. But who said it's wrong? It's not wrong for them to live like that. I have people in my family that love the ghetto and love living in the hood. And you can try to take them out the hood and they still going to go back to the hood. So why would you want to take them out of the hood if that's where they want to be? It's not wrong for them to want to be there. You can feel like it's wrong for them to smoke and drink every day. But if they feel like they want to do that every day, then who are you to say it's wrong? It's not wrong. Hey, cuz, you said, hold on, Ken. It's me, cousin. It's me. You said, I'm just not accepting that. It's hard for us to accept because I said, as humans, we believe that we have control. We want control so bad, but we have a difficult time controlling ourselves. If you would focus all your attention on controlling yourself instead of trying to control your family, your children, and everybody else, man, you will be a cold piece of work. I'm telling you right now, you will be some fierce in the spiritual realm. I'm talking about where your power really is in the spirit. But we're down here exhausting ourselves, and really what it does is it drains you. So you have your chakras, right? Everybody hear about the chakras, but people don't tell you that you can have leakages, okay? Like, you can have energy. Think about like a balloon. If I poke a hole in a balloon and the air is seeping out of there, that happens in our chakras. That happens when we deplete ourselves, when we overwork ourselves, when we overgive, when we do all these things to ourselves, then we really are leaking in all of these places. So that's the reason why you have to choose yourself over everything. But that's also the reason why you've always had to walk alone. You know how to do it. You just don't want to. You know how to stand and be firm and stand up for yourself and all that. You know how to do it. You just want support. You just want your family. You just want this and that. And I'm here to tell you, you're not a regular person. You're trying to live like a regular person and you're not. You're not. You can try to live like everybody else. But like I said, we have these cycles. All right? And if you're not in alignment, when it's time for that cycle to shift, baby, you're going to feel like you're getting your butt whooped. You're going to feel that way. Okay? Hold on 1 second. Diamond?
Yes?
Hey, daughter.
Hey, Mama.
I'm on the live.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, cousin. Cousin said, hey, cousin. Yes, okay. You said, oh my God, same here. Yes, okay. So all of the abuse and all the things that you've been through in your life, if it can derail you from your purpose, if it can keep you distracted, if it can keep you feeling like you're not satisfied, then you will not fulfill your purpose. Don't look at it as evil. It's not evil. It's just the way that it is. Okay? But I'm here to tell you that you can make it. You just got to really lock in. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. You got to lock in with yourself and listen to that guidance from Spirit, because Spirit is talking to you. But a lot of times we can't make out what Spirit is saying because we have turned off the voice of Spirit for so long. How many years have we heard about fornication? We've been hearing about that since we were teenagers, right? It's true, right? I'm just going there. How many times have we heard that? Have you ever heard that before? Have you ever heard about waiting until marriage and stuff like that? I'm not saying that a married man can't hurt you. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, have you ever heard that before? There's a reason why. There's a reason why. You're supposed to be in a sacred union, a connection between you, a man, or a woman if you're a man, and our Creator. But we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. We want to go out there. We want to do what everybody else is doing. Everybody else saying what? We can date. What's wrong with having some of us days? What? And I'm not saying it like I'm a saint, okay? I have children. I've been there, okay? But I'm just telling you, you learn and grow. And you learn from experiences and all the heartbreak and all the disappointment and all the children and all the things that you're going through. You learn that, oh, I'm going through all of this because I should protect myself. I should have waited till marriage. Yes. Yes. And it's not saying that the marriage is what keeps you and this person together. It's the fact that you actually take time to get to know who you're dealing with. My homie told me that one time from St. Louis. He said, you got to know the you dealing with, okay? You dealing with. You got to know. And a lot of times we're so ready to get in bed or get in love that you don't even know who you're dealing with. And then you start sleeping with the person. You start having children by the person. You start living with the person. You get married to the person. Then you find out, oh my goodness, this person is this. But you didn't take the time to get to know this person first. You didn't take the time. You said, I just smiled so hard when you popped up. I watched you on YouTube. Hey, kid. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Yes. You said the narrow path. It's a narrow path. And it's hard to walk that path. I'm telling you. It is not easy. But if you're doing it with your own strength, you ain't gonna make it. That's why you see people fall back. Because you're trying to do it with your own mind and your own strength. You'll never do it that way. Because we're not created to exist and function at our highest and greatest without the Creator. Without that connection to the source. It's in here. It's in here. You said, what's the name of the class? It's spiritual alignment class. So join us in spiritual alignment class. It's just one class and it's 4 weeks. So every Sunday you'll get assignments. All right. So I always say, if you're going to join spiritual alignment class, be ready for change. All right. Be ready for change. If you're at that point where you feel like you're exhausted in your life, if you feel like, you know what, something needs to change, I don't know what it is, spiritual alignment class is for you. If you're at that point where, oh, I know what I need to do, but I ain't ready to change yet, then spiritual alignment class is not for you. It's not going to do anything, because you can even go through the 4 weeks and do all the assignments and do all the things in that and join the community. But the thing is, there are going to be people or women that are in the community. You're going to see them progressing. And it's going to irritate you, because if you're not doing the work, then when they post that they're losing weight, like our cousin just did, when they start posting that they discovered their life purpose, oh my God, I'm doing this and that, it's going to irritate you. So that's the reason why I say it's not for everybody, okay? The frequency of women at the Lighthouse is different. And I know that all women are not the same. There are some women that are okay with sticking their tongue out and poking their butt out the back door and the breast out the front door and do that thing. Okay, I ain't mad at you, all right? That's a level 2. But over here, this ain't that. It's not that. It's not. We're definitely doing the work, and we're in our purpose, and we have power because of it. So it's a difference. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. You said, where is the class? It's online. Everything is online. So when you sign up, everything is going to come to your email. Okay? So you can go ahead and sign up. You tap that little button up there at the top. Oh, we got 8,000 likes. Let me find out my cousins is showing out. Shoot. Y'all tap that arrow and hit that copy link 5 or 10 times. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for everything. This definitely helps other women to see the live. All right. Listen, Spirit is talking to you. You're getting the messages loud and clear. You may say you don't know what to do. You know what to do. We always know what to do. You don't want to get to a point to where you don't hear nothing and you don't know what to do, because that time is going to come for a lot of people. It's going to come. And a lot of people are going to be caught off guard. So what I'm telling you is that right now, the best thing you can do is every day focus on yourself. Prioritize that silent time by yourself. I don't care if it's just a few minutes in the morning. If you sitting up in your bed and doing that 3-breath reset that I taught you all. If you don't know which one I'm talking about, go back in previous videos. It's posted on the TikTok, okay? Do your 3-breath reset in the morning before you get out the bed and start connecting with spirit. You don't have to pick up a book. You don't have to go nowhere. Sit right where you are and stop, all right? Before you move, before you make a plan, before you go do anything, connect with spirit. It's in you, okay? And if you feel like it's not in you, if you feel confused, you want to work on that. You want to work on that, because like I said, there's nothing that's going to be able to help you other than spirit. And see, we'll go run to the man, because society says you need a man. You need a man. He's the leader. He needs to tell you everything. And what has that gotten us? Bunch of kids, all right? A bunch of children's. No. And I'm not saying that we don't partner with the man, we don't help the man, because that is one of our roles, is to help this man, because he needs it. Okay? I ain't saying it like that, but I'm saying it like that. All right? Because it doesn't say that the woman needs help. It says the man needs help. Okay? Anyway. That's one of our roles. But that should not be the main thing that's clouding up your head. If all you think about every day and night is a man, you know you're spiritually disconnected right then and there. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be in love, that you shouldn't be married. Yes, we gonna have all that. And I'm telling you, in the new earth, the new world, love is so good, and it don't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It's good for the man, it's good for the woman, it's good for the children, it's good for everybody for us to be in love. But we cannot love each other if we don't love ourselves. We only can be distracted from ourselves. And that is what most people do. You go out there, you get into a relationship, you focus on the relationship, but you're not focused on loving yourself. If you don't know who you are, what you came here to do, then you're just here existing. And I'm here to tell you, you have a reason for being here. It's not to be lap tied to Teddy Wayne, okay? It's not. But you are going to be married. You are. Especially once you get into your power and you start healing. Because let me tell you, you having the ability to heal yourself is what helps the man. That's what they're not saying. They're telling you to help this man. He don't need nobody to help him make money. This man know how to make money. Most of the time men say, woman, I don't need you for nothing. Because it's true. They really don't need you in that way. So you can try to go up there and have as much sex with them as you want to. And they say, okay, all right, that ain't nothing. But a man that feels like I need this woman in my life, he has a woman that is helping him to heal in some way, who's bringing something into his life and making him feel different. It's not about what you do. It's just your energy and who you are. So women are right to say, well, I don't have to bring nothing to the table. I don't have to bring this and that. I bring myself. But is your energy right, though? You know? Excuse me. You said needed. Yes. Is your energy right? Are you at peace within? Because you're not going to be able to help him to find peace and help him to navigate through all this that's going on up in his head while he's working and doing what he's doing if you don't have peace within yourself. If you're still hurting because of things that you've been through, you owe it to yourself to love yourself first, is what I'm saying. Your inner child needs love from you. I'm telling you, a lot of us have left that little girl back years ago. We just left her. And I'm telling you to go get that little girl out the dark. She needs your love. Your mama maybe didn't give it to you, or daddy, or whoever, but you can give it to yourself now. You really can. And you allowing these people to hurt her and mistreat her and sleep with her and do all this stuff? Come on now. That's not other people doing that to you. But there's a reason why we do that. And we all go through this phase, and we do that because we are hurting inside. A lot of us are hurting inside, so we allow those things. But when you start to get on your journey, your spiritual growth journey, I'm telling you, Spirit will reveal to you the truth about how you're really treating yourself. And it's not other people that are hurting you. It's not. There's a woman that I watch on TikTok all the time. Every day she goes live and talk about her husband that divorced her. And I'm like, girl, you just not going to take no accountability for the fact that you was married to that man? None? You're not going to take no accountability for the fact that you stayed with the man. Because it's one thing for a man to pull the rug off from underneath you, because he can do that. I ain't going to say he can't do that. He can do that. He can switch up, change his mind, all that type of stuff. But when you find out the truth, why did you stay? Why did you stay for 5 years? Why did you stay for 10 years? You said you just confirmed your order. Okay. All right, cousin. You said this. Yes. You said accountability is real. It's so real. Why did you stay? I asked myself that. I was in a relationship for 15 years and I knew that man was not my husband. I'm telling you what I know. I've been through the cycles. I'm not teaching you nothing from no book. I'm telling you. Experience is the best teacher. And the things you're going through or growing through, you're going to help somebody else. But you got to grow through it first. You got to learn, you know. If I was still out here dating and still, shacking up and living with a man that I'm not married to, then I wouldn't be qualified to come here and talk to you like this. But I can talk to you like this because I know that I don't do that. That's not how I live my life. But I did it for 15 years, long years, crying and feeling like I want to do this, but I ain't doing that. I want to go here, but I'm not doing that. And just staying stuck, holding myself back, trying to figure out what's going on. And as women, let me tell you something. We are very, very, very powerful. But there is a little tick in our brain that just ain't that sharp. I'm telling you, it's not that sharp. So a lot of times men, they feel like, oh, the woman, yeah, she need a man because she got that little tick. She ain't this smart. It is real because something could be literally happening. A man could be doing something. You're like, is that really happening? Is this really what yes, it is. I'm telling you. That's how you stay in a relationship for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Because you know it's happening, but you just don't move. You said, yeah, I did a 15-year bid. I did a 15-year bid too, cousin. And I ain't mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I learned so much about myself. I never blamed my ex for being who he was because that's who he was. And I didn't blame him for the fact that he couldn't love me the way that I needed to be loved. I just had to make up the decision when Spirit told me, Ken, this man gave you everything he got because I knew he loved me. But that's all he has. So if that's not enough for you, what are you going to do? And I had to walk away. And there are going to be some men that you love and you have to walk away from them even though you love them. There are going to be some men that you're going to have to watch them destroy themselves. My ex, after I left him, 2 years later, he was murdered. 2 years later. And I had to live with that. But I don't blame myself. Because I know that if I would have stayed with him, then he would have did everything I asked him. He would have did it. He loved me so much. But I can't be a man's everything. And we're not here to be a man's everything. All we can do is help him. But if he feel like he still want to live this life, be out in the street, do this and that, you got to let him go do what he want to do. Sometimes men just want to do what they want to do. You got to let him. You have to let him do it. Even if as a woman, you know where it's headed because you have that intuition. We might not be a little trap up here, but we got that intuition, okay, down here. We're like, hold on, you know. But you got to let them do what they want to do. Sometimes they want to sleep around and be with other women and all that type of stuff. You got to let them go. You're trying to fight with a man, trying to keep him home, and you know this man don't want to be at home. He want to go out there and sleep with all these women. You got to let him go. You know, that's not something I had to deal with. But I know women that have dealt with that for years and knew that the man was cheating all the time and never left him. Never left him because they felt like he was going to change one day. One day he was going to change, and he never did. Then 5 years turned into 10 years, 10 years turned to 20 years. Before you know it, you still with the man, not married, have kids, and still going through the same thing. That's not living. That's not living. You said I let him go, sis. You gotta let the man go. And right now, a lot of men are going through it. They are. But they have to. Because how else will they learn? But if they always have a woman to lay on and lay under and confide in and all that type of stuff, then they don't change. And this is the reason why Spirit is calling us back and calling us to connect to Source, saying, come over here, my daughter. Stay over here where it's safe. Let me deal with my sons. You come over here with me. Get your butt out his face. Get your breast out his face. And get out his face in general. And let me work on this man. Because that might not be the one for you, but the one that comes next might be. Okay? But if you hold on to that one, you won't get the one. Thank you, cousin. That's real. You said I'm learning to focus on myself once I see the consistency of a man slow down or stop. Yeah. Because they're going to show you. They're going to tell you. A lot of times they'll tell you, I'm not interested in anything serious. You know, they want to interview you. Like you have to prove yourself to be with him because he didn't believe all this 10-to-1 bull crap or whatever he believed, which is not true. It's not true. I mean, they can sleep with 10-to-1 for sure. Because most men, they have slept with probably 100 or 200 women in their life. I'm telling you the truth. So what you think gonna happen when you sleep with a man that had already slept with 100 women? What do you think is happening to us as women now? I think that might have a lot to do with it. I think it might have a lot to do with the reason why our hormones are off. The reason why we're tired all the time. Because all of that, those souls and all that energy that this man have connected to him. And then you don't sleep with one man, you sleep with two men. So if he slept with 100 and this was slept with 200, now you got 300 women attached to you. You know women energy crazy. You know it is. So if you sleeping with a man Because I'm telling you, even the man that nobody wants has slept with at least 50. And a woman, most women is not sleeping, or not. Ghetto sleeping, okay? But most women are not sleeping with no 50, 60, 100 men. So that's why spirit is really turning off that energy. A lot of us women are just feeling like we're turned off. I've been talking to women, like a lot of women in spiritual alignment class, they're celibate. They are abstaining. They're like, kid, I ain't had none in years and don't want none. I haven't been on a date in years and don't want none. So spirit is changing that desire within us. And we actually are seeing things because we know that we're in this information age. So all the things that were hidden from us before, now we can see it very clearly. So when the man comes up to you and he trying to tell you all this and run all this cold game on you and this and that, you can see straight through it right away. You're like, nah, I know what this is. I know what this is. Hey, cousin. You said Kiki. Hey, cousin. Yes. You said right here. It's the truth. You said I've been celibate since 2018. I know, cousin. You're not the only one. I already know y'all out there. I already know, cousin. I know what's cracking. And spirit is protecting us. And I'm telling you, that feeling will come back. So if you feel like you don't want to date or you're not interested in me, it will come back. But it's for your protection. You're being protected. You say you look so good, Ken. Thank you, cousin. You found me. You found me. Make sure y'all join us in spiritual alignment class. And if you are a mother, I am doing a session, a healing session this Sunday. It's free. Sign up. Sign up. I'm doing a healing session. Y'all know I'm going to send y'all that love and energy, okay? We're going to get the energy right. You say you've been celibate for years. Yeah, you're not alone. You are not alone. I'm telling you, you're at the right place at the Lighthouse, all right? Because we all in the same time. And we're not saying we hate men. We love men, okay? We love them. But just not the way that they are. And they need to figure themselves out. And they don't know that once they disconnect from the woman, then everything becomes clear. They don't know that. Because they have so many options. They have so many women that are willing to keep sleeping with them, so they feel like, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. But when a woman that is really healed and really connected to spirit really speaks to the man's heart, I'm not talking about, no, nothing. Just really speak to this man on a real level and let him know you're better than that. You do not have to sleep with 100 women. Because just think about how he feels every day up in his head after he done slept with all these women. We're good. We're good. You said since 2019? Cousin said I've been, listen, Cookie's been in the oven, okay, since 2019. And that's a good thing, all right? That is a good thing. You said, yes, I used to watch you on YouTube. Help me on my healing journey. Hey, Luminous. Hey, cousin. I'm still here. I'm still here. But this time is different. Because we used to talk a lot about relationships because that's where we were at that time. Collectively, we all were going through that whole twin flame thing and getting broke down like a pound, baby. Oh, my goodness, baby. That twin flame, it was a false twin, okay? BTW. Don't lose hope in the twin flame relationship because it does exist. It does exist. That's the good news. The person you were dealing with at that time, that was a soulmate. Remember, we have many different soulmates. But that one in particular changed your life for good. I know it. That one at that time, 2018, 19, 20, anybody dealing with somebody at that time, they broke you all the way down. That person changed you. They changed you. And thank them. Thank them. Because even though they could have mistreated you, led you on, did you wrong, his name was Jerome. No, this one. He did all that crazy stuff to you. It really helped you to see yourself. Because you could watch as many readings and get as much guidance as you want, but it didn't change you. And it wasn't supposed to. You said, yeah, he really did not care. No, he didn't care. You said, yes, ma'am, but he helped you. He helped you because many of us got on our spiritual path because of that person. So that person was really the catalyst to put us on our spiritual growth journey. It's real, right? I know that's what happened for me. because it was right after a long-term breakup. So many of us went through a long-term relationship or breakup or marriage. Then you meet somebody else after that. You think that's the man of your dream, but really it's your soulmate that's getting ready to teach you about how you really feel about yourself. And they're going to reflect to you how you really feel about yourself. That's hard to understand, but I'm telling you it's the truth. That soulmate was teaching you how you feel about yourself. Dig that. So if that person rejected you, you were rejecting yourself. If that person led you on, then you were leading yourself on. You were doing these things to yourself, but that person was a mirror to you. And it felt so intense because it was spiritual. So you're feeling energy from this person is way on the other side of the world. You know, you're feeling connected to this person. You're picking up on these different skills and these different abilities that we have to connect to these people and to connect to each other. Because even a lot of us were connected to each other and still are. Because you see, you're still finding me. See this? It's how it works. So we're still learning, how to connect spiritually. But, we don't learn that. I'm not here to talk about nobody's religion, but, taking a spiritual approach is very different and it opens you up. But you don't get to your gifts unless you take that path. It's just the truth. You got to go on that path. You said same, had my first heartbreak in college. Oh, cousin. You said, cousin, is this a new page? Yes, this is the new page. So I have 2 pages over here. But the one with the 10K, I'm not going to be on that one no more. I'm going to be over here on this one. So it should say Can Be the Light, but it also say the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center on this one. So follow this one. I think it's like 4K on this one or 3K or something like that. Yes, you said it changed me for the better and I don't want nothing from my past. I'm better. That's good. That's good. And if you allowed that situation to heal you and grow you up, then you transform because of it. And that was the point. That was the point. But we don't transform as humans without some suffering for whatever reason. It's just the way it goes. That's why I say a lot of men, you got to let them suffer. They need to feel some suffering, but they don't feel that because they get whatever they want from as many women as they want, so they don't have to change. But when women require for them to be different, they will change. They will change. Hey, cousin. You said, also, I'm done with dating apps. Yeah, dating apps, cousin. Ain't nothing on there. Hey, cousin, I see y'all doing a spiritual alignment class. Oh, I'm getting so happy. I'll get so happy because I know what Spirit's going to do in your life. I know what's going to happen. I know. I'm watching our cousins right now. All of our cousins that are already in spiritual alignment class, I'm watching their lives. Like, there's one of our cousins for sure. She just started back on TikTok because she wasn't on TikTok. And I ain't going to say her name, but she on here. And you'll see her. If you join, you'll see her. But she looks so different from even 3 months ago. And I think she might have joined like maybe last year or sometime. But even from 3 months ago, she looks different. And she's making so much progress in her life and in her business and everything. It's just so beautiful to watch what Spirit is doing with us. Ladies, let me tell you. We gonna get with these men. We gonna get with them later. Later. You said, where's the link? Just click the picture up there. Click the picture and join spiritual alignment class. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And you're going to have community. So when you get your first introduction email, make sure you join our private community because that's where you'll find me. A lot of times you may not find me here on TikTok. Okay. I'm just being honest. I'm not going MIA again like I did for 3 years, but you're not going to see me online all the time. I put my time in, all right? I was online every single day. Y'all know when I was doing videos on YouTube, baby, I used to show up every single day, 3, 4, 5 times a day. I ain't doing it no more, okay? I'm in spiritual alignment class in our private community. And when y'all text in the group, it comes through. We're in a group text. So I can respond to you all. I want to get to know you. I don't want to just tell you what's going on in your life. You say, okay, thank you, Ken, bye. No, because I want to see that what I am telling you and the things that we're doing together, this is a relationship. This is not just you take my energy and go. No, because I want to get to know you too. And I had to figure out a way to do this. And I'm thankful for Spirit. Of course, the Spirit guided me, but I just wasn't being fulfilled with just this relationship. You know, I'm here talking to you, but I don't know you. You know? Excuse me, it wasn't fulfilling for me. So I'm like, okay, I have to love what I do. I'm just one of those type of people. If I don't love it, I'm not doing it. If I don't like it, I'm not doing it. And it got to that point where it was just very redundant. And I'm just like, okay, this is not it. This is not it. It just wasn't. So I really do care about y'all. Y'all know how I feel about y'all. But I want to see some progress, you know? I want to see it. You said I got it. I'm signing up. Okay, y'all sign up for spiritual alignment class. That's how I know. And that's how I know who really rock with me. For real. Over there, because we have a different relationship. So the women that come on live that are in spiritual alignment class, we have a closer relationship than, you know, people that I was talking to 3-4 years ago. It's just what it is. But yes, I'm still here to support you, no matter where you're at on your journey, no matter if you decide to join or not, whatever the case may be. You still have my support. But I will say this, the way Spirit works in my life, don't be mad at me, because I know a lot of people got upset when I left. But I'm just going to tell you, if I say, cousin, this is where I'm going to be, come over here, okay, we're doing this. And then you come back here to this page and there's nothing here, that's Spirit. That Spirit is not me. It's just how it is. I have had 4, now 5 pages, all right? So you could be looking at me today and this could be helping you today. Just like I told you, I'm a guide, so I'm not going to stay with you all the time because you may not need what I'm saying. So if I'm guided to do something else, then that's where I'm going to go. So a lot of people were like, Ken, you know, what happened? If I'm guided to move, I have to do that. Remember, this is my job. This is my job. So even though I love y'all, if I got to go, I'm going to go. All right. You said, yay, twins. Yes, cousin. You said, I can't wait. Cousin, I'm so excited. I'm excited for you. I am, but you got to be ready to do the work. You do. You do. You have to be ready because you're going to get those assignments. And it's okay if you have to start over, because some women do. Some women do. And there's no judgment. There's no judgment. But at least you have support and you have guidance. And then after you finish the spiritual alignment class, you move on to the spiritual advancement master's program, which I tell you everything you need to know about spiritual lifestyle, spirituality, working with your guides, all that type of stuff. Anything you want to know. Protecting yourself in the spiritual realm, spiritual attacks, how to defeat all that stuff. I tell you everything you need to know about spirituality because I've been through it. I'm telling you. But it's levels. So first start a spiritual alignment class. Do that 4-week. It's a reset. It's an energy reset. Do that for 4 weeks. And then you move forward. You'll complete your personal growth system, which is a system that you create to give you some new habits. All right. But it's actually a workbook. So I created all this myself. So when I was gone for 3 years, okay, Spirit was telling me what to give y'all. Okay. So yeah, you'll have your system in place. And all you have to do is go to your system and say, okay, this is the days I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to do that. Because a lot of times we just don't have any organization in our life. We really don't. We get up and do the same thing every day on repeat, and you have to break that cycle. So in order for you to break that cycle, you need some new habits. So you decide what you're going to do. And if you have unhealthy habits, that's okay. Because I would suggest you don't stop what you're doing all at once. Y'all know I used to smoke and all that type of stuff, okay? But pick your smoking days. You know, if you're going to smoke and you want to stop smoking, then don't allow yourself to just smoke whenever you feel like smoking. I'm just being real with you, okay? People ain't being real. People just want you to be perfect. No, you have to get there. So if you already have addictions or even eating addiction or shopping addiction, whatever it is, slow yourself down. Pick your days. So if you're going to have your days, say you start Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those are your days that you're going to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? But on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, then you don't. And you start disciplining yourself on those days. And if it's really intense, then you may have to do hours. So then, you know, whatever it is that you do, then you do it certain hours of the day. 12, 5, 9, something like that, okay? But you don't just say, oh, I want to go do this, I'm about to do it. I want to go do this, I'm about to go do it. That's the reason why your life is the way it is. That's why you're working hard. That's why you're doing what you're doing, because I'm telling you, when you're spiritually disconnected, you can do whatever you want to do. When you get in line with spirit, you do whatever you're guided to do, okay? Now, you're going to be able to choose what you want, but what you want is going to be in alignment with the spirit. So it's going to be different. You're not going to have these unhealthy habits, and you definitely won't be working hard, because I'm telling you, once you get in alignment, you start cutting those addictions, start getting better habits, get into alignment, you're not going to work hard. And the decisions that you make in your life, you're going to like them. You're going to like them. You're definitely going to like them. You say I stopped cold turkey 2 weeks ago. Yes, it's very possible. It is very possible for you to stop doing whatever you want to do. You're not stuck on a job. You're not stuck in a business. You're not stuck with a habit. Excuse me. I don't care if you've done something for 20 years. You can decide that you want to change. And whenever you change, it's done. It's done. And if you don't know how to do it, you have support. If you do, then make up your mind. That's all you really have to do. Make up your mind. If you feel like you don't want to be with this person, make up your mind that it's over. And don't look back. Yes, you said choose different. Yes, yeah, absolutely. You choose. That is your superpower. And don't let anybody take that away from you. People tell you, you should do this, you shouldn't do this, you should do that. You do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. You said almost 7 months postpartum and no longer feel myself or hear the divine alive. So this will be great. Yes, cousin, you definitely need to be in there. Because you got our little baby cousin. For sure. Okay? Because we share pictures with each other. It's good to have community. And that's why I say, it's for women, but especially for single mothers. Because a lot of times we don't have that support. We don't. And we just need that. We just need it. We just need somebody to know that somebody cares. Because a lot of times we're going through life. It makes me want to cry a little bit, but we go through life, we feel like nobody cares. But women who are going through what you're going through, they care. And that's what I'm finding. And then you're going to create your own group. So, I'm going to show you how to do it. Once you get the healing and doing all your work and you shining brand new, then you're going to move on. You're going to start your own group. You're going to do your own thing, because I want you all to be leaders. I cannot do it all by myself. No one that you see on these platforms that are leading and helping and teaching, we cannot do it by ourselves. We need collective energy. We need everybody to come forward. Everybody. Nobody left behind. You said, come on and join. Yes, cousin. Water bottle is in there. A water bottle, that picture be cracking me up with that little dog. With that little dog with his tongue out. Yes, you have support. You said, I used to get messages and everything. You used to get messages and you don't get them anymore? That's spirit. That's spirit. I'm telling you. That's a part of it. That's Joy Spiritual Alignment class. I'll help you through it. And I do personals too, but only for women in spiritual alignment class. So I don't do them publicly like I used to. But yeah, I can help you through that. Because that happened to me too. I was getting messages. Y'all know I was on point with it. I could tell you everything going on. And then all of a sudden the bottom fell out. And I could not hear nothing. Or I hear this and it would be wrong. And I'm like, hold on. I know I'm hearing what I'm hearing. What's going on? That's spirit. Ooh, cousin, I got so much to tell y'all. So much. You said same. Yes, it's so much to tell y'all. Just come over there. I can't tell y'all everything because y'all already know how it goes. Okay. You said I look forward to working with you. Yes, cousin. I look forward to seeing you too. We gonna be together. And I'm locked in with you as long as you locked in with yourself. Now, if you ain't locked in with yourself and you just want to keep, this going on in my life and this, I don't want to hear no whining. Okay? I am Marie Moses. Okay? Spirit gave me that name. Marie Moses. I'm here to bring us on up. Okay? I don't want to hear it. If you going through a tough cycle, and you're going through a tough time, that's different. But if you constantly on repeat, just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Because ain't nobody gonna know. And then just pop up like, said, now where is this and how do I sign up? Spiritual alignment class. Click the picture up here at the top and join spiritual alignment class. And y'all come back and let me know if y'all join. I don't even know if y'all join me. I mean, I can see, but let me know if y'all join so I can know who did. Yes. So, okay, cousin. I'm gonna let y'all go. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, you joined? Okay, cousin. You say I joined, waiting for my email. Okay, I signed up for the Mom Wellness. Okay, yes, sign up for the wellness too. The wellness session on Sunday. It's gonna be this Sunday. All right. So just make some time for yourself. Put everything to the side. Get you a calm environment. Everything going, because this is gonna be an hour or maybe two, maybe an hour or two session. So if you know anything about Reiki, it's kind of like Reiki, but Reiki is when a group of people connect to a collective energy that is created by the people, whereas energy healing is something that you're born with. So this is something I was born with. It's a gift. So it's not a gift for me, okay? And our gifts are not for us. So once you discover your gifts, then you're going to share them with other people. They're not for you. So that's why it's free when you come to the women's wellness session on Sunday. All right. So yes, I'm so excited y'all join. Okay, I'll pull y'all some affirmation cards. Look, this is the Divine Feminine affirmation deck. I don't have any more. I'm going to create some more, but I'm gonna pull a card for you. You said I just signed up. What you signed up for, cousin? Tell me. And I was like, and then we also have a free guide too. So if you just want to get started today, then download the free guide. Spiritual alignment class? Okay. All right. So there's a free guide for you all too. And that'll help you get clarity. So it's a lot of resources. Like I told you, I'm always going to give you resources, and it just keeps going deeper and deeper the more you need. But I'm not going to give you too much, because, with spirituality, the rabbit hole can go down very, very deep. And I don't want to discourage you. So just, start small. Okay. Start where you are, a little bit at a time. You said I signed up for the women's wellness session. Okay. You said I got the free guide as well. Yes, cousin. I don't care what you do. If you get the guide, whatever it is that you get, okay, you're locked into the family. Period. It's something for everybody. Hey, cousin. Hey, Courtney. Courtney's in spiritual alignment class, looking good. Our cousin Courtney is looking fly, honey. Look, you can see her right there on the picture with her glasses on. Cause she said, who, what? That's what it's about, okay? And all the men that you're chasing, you're going to be chasing them. They're going to be chasing you, I promise you. You get into your healing bag, you start healing yourself and working on yourself, the men going to be chasing you down because they're going to see that light. These men are very, very, very highly, highly smart, okay? They're smart. They have instincts like an animal, and they'll be... They're going to be sniffing you out. They're like, hold on, wait a minute. It's a different kind of woman up in here. I ain't had that one before. They done had 100 of them, but they ain't never had this one before. I'm telling you, they're going to be hunting for you. You're going to say, oh, whoa, down. Down, oh, whoa. Yes, I love it. And that's the way it's supposed to be, It's not supposed to be women going after men. It flips sometimes, some way. I don't know how it flipped, but that's not how it's supposed to be. No. They're supposed to be coming to find you because they need your help. That's how it's supposed to be. Y'all laugh and tell you the truth. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm all cleaned up. Don't jump on me. Don't you jump on me. I just cleaned up. And it's going to be real, though. I'm telling you the truth. After you do all this healing work on yourself and your energy is right and you waking up every morning peaceful and free and you ain't got to rush nowhere and go nowhere and all this type of stuff, you not about to have no man that got all this 100 women energy on him. Come put that all on you. You say, oh, well, wait, Damon. Wait. Because y'all laughing, I'm for real. They trying to ask you questions to interview you. You should be like, well, how many women have you slept with? They gonna ask you how many men you slept with, how many women you slept with. They won't even be able to count. They gonna use fingers, toes, nose, elbows, and everything else. But they want to say something about you and you having a baby and you this and that. Boy, bye, 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 bye. Cause then I do personals in the spiritual alignment class. Cause then, can I get a reading? I will do a personal for you if you're in spiritual alignment class. But I don't do generals no more. You said, right, boy, bye, Damien. It's the truth. This is the affirmation deck. Okay, so let me pull one for y'all. Okay, so this says, I am wealthy. If I hold it up here, I don't think y'all can see it. Yeah, see, it's still backwards. It says, I am wealthy. I am healthy and strong. I am created to love. I am free to just be. All right. You're going to learn that. If you don't know, you are free to just be. You do not have to work hard unless you want to. All right. And then it says, I am worthy of rest. Yes. Okay. That's a big one. And like I said, if you're working hard, it's because you want to. All right. Now, with this right here, I am wisdom, or I am wise. You have to use your wisdom. You have the wisdom. You have, as a woman, you have a certain energy, all right? Use it. Let it propel you to move forward. If you know what to do, but you're not doing it, that's not wise. That's not wise. You said me and rest go together real bad. Yes, Courtney. Courtney is spiritual alignment class. She said we go together real bad. That's me too, cousin. Honey, I be rest up with my feet up. Every chance I get. And you know what? We are better women when we're like that. And you don't have to be married to a man to live like that. I know that that's what the world says. You need a man to come in with his cape and his money and save you and pay all the bills and all that. Your creator created you and will take care of you, your children, and everything else you got going on when you learn to listen. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? But if you feel like, oh, I know what I need to do, but I ain't gonna do that, then guess what? That's like a child that knows that they supposed to do certain things, but then they go back to their parent when they run into trouble. No, you got yourself in trouble. You said not working hard at all. Those days are over. And as women, we have to get into this energy because, if we don't, then we are not doing our job. Our job and our role as women is to bring up the vibration of the planet, to bring this loving energy to the planet. If we're overworked and we're stressed out and we're tired, we cannot be loving. It does not go together. It just doesn't go together. Okay? You said no lies told. Is the truth, okay? So you are worthy of rest, but you got to believe it, all right? And whenever you get the opportunity to rest, even if you get one day off, just rest and learn. Learn from Spirit. Spirit talking to you all the time. Listen to the guidance that you're getting, cousin, all right? And if you need my help tweaking it and sharpening it up a little bit, you know where to find me, okay? Y'all know I need to get off of here because I've been underneath this light too long and I'm starting to feel like a piece of KFC chicken, okay? I got to go. I got me a seeded watermelon, finally. I know. Because he said, hold on, one of our cousins, y'all already know in spiritual alignment class, I love them seeded watermelons. Well, we all do in spiritual alignment class. But, I had one last week, but I need another one. I gotta have them. I just gotta always have them. Courtney said, I'm jealous. I know, cousin. I'll share with you. Just one piece, okay? Just a little piece. You said, I look forward to Sunday. Yes, cousin. Yes. So make sure y'all check your spam and promotion folders as well. If you signed up for anything, check those folders. And if you haven't received the email, your introduction email today, then send me an email. Send me an email, okay? You said, I can't find one for nothing. I know, cousin. I've been looking since last week. Y'all know how it is with, different vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. You have to just wait till they come in. So we learning patience. Because we so used to going to the store and just buying whatever we want on the shelf. But when it comes to our fruits and vegetables, we got to wait till it's right. We got to wait. So, you know, that's normal. That's normal. But we're learning. We're learning. You said it's upsetting me and my homegirls. Right. It's making me and my homegirls mad. Cousin is funny. He said mine just came in the promotional folder. Yeah, see? Sometimes it comes in a promotional folder or it'll go to the spam folder. So just mark it as not spam. Mark it as your favorite and save me in your contact. Because I'll be sending you messages. Because when you sign up for anything, I'll send you guidance too through email. So if you get the free guide, I also send you all guidance, any messages that I receive or anything that you need to know about anything going on, like with the world, to prepare for anything like that. Spiritual guidance. I send you all a lot of different things. So like I said, we locked in, okay? Like this one. The only difference is with spiritual alignment class, you actually have assignments and you have the ability to text, and we text each other. So it's different. You said, right, don't want them genetically modified watermelons. We really don't. We really don't. I was so proud when I went to Sprouts and all of the seedless watermelon was still there. I mean, the whole box. It was a big box. You know, boxes are real big. The biggest box of seeded watermelon, all gone, all empty, okay? Right next to it was like 3 boxes of seedless watermelon filled to the top. I said, okay, we waking up. Okay, I like it. I don't like it because I ain't getting one today, but I like it. You said, y'all, please join spiritual alignment class. Cousin, tell them. I can only tell them, but listen to cousin, okay? It's going to change your life. You do not have to be lost. Whatever it is that you're going through, I'm telling you, spirit will get you together. And it's not me. It's just the energy. Okay? You're connecting to the energy. And it's going to help you. It is going to help you through whatever you're going through. I'm telling you. It is the truth. You said, I'm drinking and feeding my kids, nieces, and nephews seeded watermelon right now. Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that. See, that's a nurturing woman. That's a nurturing woman. I used to do the same thing. Like my niece and nephew, they had their babies. So I'm a great auntie. Okay. And I haven't seen them in a while. I love them, but when they were first born, they first started, you know, taking a little food in their mouth and stuff like that. You know how sometimes they give them the cereal and all that type of stuff when they little. Baby, I went right to the store and got my baby some fruit. Get them some organic fruit. I said, give them organic fruit. Let them suck on that, baby. They be they love it. You said, yes, thank you. Yes, you are very welcome. It's all spirit. It's all thanks to spirit. I'm just grateful that we still have the guidance. Yes, yes. We are the nurturers. So we have to give them the right things, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with giving them chips and stuff like that. Because I give my kids chips and stuff like that sometimes too. But, you know, it's certain type of chips you can give them. And certain foods that will help them instead of giving them little nasty habits and stuff like that. So, all right, cousin, let me get out here because y'all know I'll be running my mouth all day long. We'll be cackling on here all day. So if you want to watch the live replay, the live replay will be on YouTube at the Lighthouse Women of Virtue. So I also post over there if you like long form content, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours. Sometimes lives be 2 hours. I post them over there. So if you just need something to play in the background, need a good laugh, because you know we be laughing and learning at the same time, then subscribe to YouTube, okay? You said, can be the light for all of us. I'm so happy for YouTube. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. You said you wearing that orange, cousin. Am I wearing it? This whole thing. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. You said, what's the YouTube again? It's Lighthouse Women of Virtue. Hey, Sharonda. Sharonda's in spiritual alignment class. Thank you. You said, clock it. Look, this is what they were doing. Cousin, don't make my ghetto come back out. I'll be trying to work on it. And I did say be. I do be. I for real, I be. Cause you laughing. Okay, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know you have many resources here. Hey, Sharonda. So you know where to go. Click the link and all the things, and then YouTube if you want more guidance, anything like that. We have 2 channels, so if you want to learn anything about spirituality, the podcast is over at the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center on YouTube, and then we have the second channel that I update more often, which is the Lighthouse Women of Virtue. So you can subscribe to both. All right, there's some things over there to help you, and this is free. Okay, so that's why I'm saying it's something for everybody. There's free things, there's things that you'll have to upgrade and get, but when you're ready to upgrade, you'll upgrade and get more things that's gonna help you on your path. All right, cousin, I love y'all so much. Y'all take care of yourself. Rest this weekend. Get you some rest in. Take some time for yourself and relax. All right. And stick to your plans and your goals. Focus on your goals. Focus on yourself. And tell these men. We love y'all, men. Shout out to the men. All right, cousin. I was talking to y'all later. Y'all know I'm silly. I'm still silly. All right, cousin. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for the love. Y'all really showed out. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Cousin said bye. All right, y'all. Bye.